really enjoyed the snow yesterday. Did a lot of sledding. Now it's melting, still pretty chilly. Everything's messy. And the other day when I was over there trying to cut just a log or two right before the snow, I noticed that I had mixed my fuel wrong. I couldn't keep the chainsaws running, so the blades are pretty dull. So I decided I'm gonna go ahead and take some time and clean them up. So that's what I was doing here. Got this one cleaned up. I was just thinking about Husqvarna. I've really enjoyed the Husqvarna chainsaws. They work really well. I wish they were just a tiny bit better, the smaller one. As far as the power, the 24-inch has a lot of good power. One thing I've noticed on Husqvarna is that bolt that holds the blade on wants to fall off. Both chainsaws, the other chainsaw has two of them. This one has one. And you'll just be sawing and wonder, what's going on? Something's weird here. And then next thing you know, the bolt's gone. I'm saying the bolt, the nut is gone. If you don't have another one, which normally you don't, what are you gonna do? You gotta stop and go to the store or something. You can't run it if the blade's falling off. And so I bought a package. They have a replacement bolt package. It has 5 bolts in it. I keep saying bolts. It has 5 nuts in it. Why does it have 5? Because this is a common problem, obviously. I think that's my one complaint. So I got online and found out that Husqvarna is supposed to have the 2.6 ounces per gallon. So now I circled it, so next time I'll remember. And I've used about a third of the gas. And doing the math, I'm just gonna add more gas to it, and I think we'll be good. I think it's running really good again. That's, in my opinion, the normal way it should run. So the small chainsaw, I'll put a new blade on it. The large one, I think I'm gonna try sharpening the blade. I've only done that once to the Husqvarnas, and I wasn't impressed, but I'm gonna try it again, because I don't think I'm gonna need this one. I think I can do a whole lot of cutting with the 16-inch before I ever get to this one. If at that time the sharpening's no good, then I'll just put a new blade on it. I'm having a lot of problems with creosote this winter in the wood burning boiler, and they seem to be compounding. So I'm trying to clean it out really well. That's the gunky stuff all over the sides here, all over here. And it looks like when it falls down into the fire, it makes these little like chunks of concrete. Stuffed it. Almost seems like concrete. And here I'm burning the creosote off of the parts when I pull them out. So these, I've got them nice and clean where I burned it all off. This, you can see a bunch of crusty stuff still on this pipe that I'm burning off right now. And if the airflow isn't good, then the wood is not burning well and it's causing more creosote. And it's just, like I said earlier, a compounding problem. It's getting worse and worse and worse. It's only just started going, so I get heavy smoke right at the beginning, but once it gets up to a stronger efficiency, the smoke will go away. And right now, I think we're at 10%, 13%. So we're cruising. Already have coals in there, and you're just putting fresh wood on top of burning coals. But this is just starting a fire kind of right from the beginning. It's only been 1 minute, and I'm up to 16%. So I think the smoke's gonna go away pretty soon. The weather is supposed to be warmer tomorrow, so I've been putting together my stair forms to pour concrete. Tomorrow night is not supposed to go quite to freezing, and then the following day is not supposed to go to freezing. So that should give me a chance for this to cure enough to be in good shape. I don't think I have enough bags of concrete, so I'm going to put in some bricks and block and stuff, you know, stuff I tore out of here. I'm going to bring it back up here and fill in some. I want to make sure that I have the thickness of concrete where the steps are going to be strong, but I just don't want to be wasting concrete. Okay, I'm getting my stuff ready. I'm bringing my concrete over. I've got some water heating. I got a good tip on winter concrete is to use warm water. That'll help the concrete to set a little quicker, because the cold temperatures will cause it to set really slow, and then you don't want to go through a night that's below 32 degrees and have issues with the cold temperatures damaging the concrete and causing the surface to flake off or whatever. I'm over here at Rico and Monica's house. Here's their master bedroom, putting in all the baseboards. So their house has come a long way. They've got flooring now. Bathrooms have tile that just need to be grouted. I'll show you their family room. This is going to be really nice. Got all these boards they've been painting for all the baseboards. You see the wood burning stove in the corner. That's going to be awesome. All these windows. One or two videos ago, when it was snowing, I drove by and showed the outside of the house. It is a high of 27 today, and I don't feel like going outside right now to show the outside so that you can see what house I'm talking about. But look, the bedroom has awesome windows. I've continued working on the wall and have not been good at doing videos on this lately. But you can see it's pretty tall. I'm gonna put two more blocks right here. And then that'll be the completion of the main wall. And then now I've gone over here to the steps. Last you saw, I was putting in the forms for the steps. And that same day I was in a big rush to make it before dark. And so I was taking the forms off while the concrete is still is able to hold itself without falling. And actually I was right just borderline on this top, because this corner right here started to droop just a little. Maybe the other side did too, not much. The way I curved this wall was just doing it how I felt. I've never done this. I didn't really look up a bunch of videos or anything. I just kind of cut it the way I wanted to and made it the way I wanted to. But now I'm gonna have to buy some more block to do this other side. I've got 3 block left and 2 of them are going up here. So we'll see. If you have a generator, you need to test it once a month. If you couldn't hear me before, you need to test your generator once a month. Make sure it's going to start up. Today is one of the coldest days of the year. I think maybe the high today is 30. You know, around here, that's cold. We went down in the teens several nights in a row. So it was a little harder to start the generator this time than normal. So today's a great day for testing it though, and make sure it's going to start.